Hello guys. Emir telefon lazım oğlum. My guest will come very soon. And so start. We are starting about 30 minutes earlier. Okay, let's see who are here. Kiran, hello my friends. Alpha Kangal, hello. Adlan Z, good afternoon. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'm tired. My brain hurts, Just Alaikum salam lagi. Uyush, arm wrestling. Hello, Mr. Teresa, how the recovery goes? I really don't know. I really don't have any time to go to gym and train. And like while I'm waiting like this, I don't understand. I really need to train and see like how much I can force. Dizzy does. Hello to the legend. That is Engin. Thank you, my friend. It's your kindness. Michael's workspace. Hello, Engin from Texas. Thank you. Hello, my friend. Hello to Texas. Carol, hello, Engin. How are you? Tired, my friend. Very tired. Every day doing live and just doing a lot of things. And soon, my guests will join Mindaugas and Justin Bishop. It will be interesting. Two interesting personalities. Let's see how it will be. Christian Angelowski, hello from Macedonia. Mr. Engin, hello to Macedonia. Devon's forearm, hello, my friends. Devon's forearm, you must be very tired. You have been pulling this week, so since Thursday. Victor, hey Engin, hello Victor, hello my friend. Okay, let's see. Justin Bishop came. How am I feeling? I feel exhausted, my friend. Very, very exhausted. But Nicholas plays Prudnik new song was hilarious. Yep, I'm sure he will do more. Sion, hello, my friend. Yeah, two interesting personalities. Avukat Cesur Ferit Akkaya, abi hayırlı akşamlar. Kızma lütfen donate için kendime kızıyorum. Dev Ermes'i kaçırdığım için Devon Pırdık yayın ne zaman? Abim iyi ki varsın. Yani bu aralar yapacağız kardeşim. Bu aralar yapacağız ama biz seninle öyle anlaşmamıştık. Bir daha yapmazsan sevinirim canım kardeşim. Konuştuk seninle. Allah razı olsun senin. Whichco Arm Wrestling. In December 17, I will have a vendetta with Gashevsky. I will try the master. Wish you best. Like yesterday at university, I was watching East versus West video during break, and one of my co-students seemed very curious about it and asked me some questions. It's nice. Hello, Justin. How are you, my friend?
I'm all right, brother. How are you?
Fine. I think who's coming there? I think Mindaugas also came. Hello, Mindaugas. Can you turn the phone sideways if you can?
Yeah. Oh, I can't see you.
So, how have you been, Justin?
I'm pretty good, brother. Just got done eating some lunch. It's Friday, so I don't have to work all day, so it's a good day.
Yeah. And so you told me that your right arm after a long break felt good and you decided to compete. Where are you now and where will you be in 15 days about shape?
I feel good as far as pain goes. My numbers are looking pretty good. I feel I'm a little bit sore in my bicep from my last heavy day in the gym. So I'll do some light stuff between now and then, and I'll back it off a couple of days out.
Mhm.
Focus more on making sure I'm healthy for the weight. But I don't have a lot to lose, so I'm not too worried about it.
What do you mean you have not lot to lose? What do you mean?
Oh, my weight. I was saying the last couple of days I won't. I'll probably usually I work out all the way to about 3 days out. Real light stuff, nothing heavy.
Uh-huh.
But I'll probably stop 4 or 5 days out this time, so I got a little more time to focus on losing the weight.
What's your weight? Are you like about
About
180?
80, yeah, about 86, 87 right now.
Or you have
So
about like 6, 7 pounds to lose?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And then you're gonna come and kick this Lithuanian's ass?
yeah. That's the plan. I don't.
Let's see how it
I
goes.
don't think
Let's
he's.
see.
I don't think he's quite big enough.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even feel any shame to show us those skinny arms, just I don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that, oh, can I beat him? And then once you see arms, you would say, oh, okay, not a big
Yeah.
deal.
No shoulder. I don't know where his shoulder is. Mm.
No, I
Justin,
don't have to be too big.
what's that, Mindaugas? Sorry.
No, I don't really have to be that big. I'm using my frame. Normally the guys who have a smaller frame, they look a bit more muscular.
Mhm.
To me, I'm using my joints and tendons. That's where power comes from.
And that will be enough to beat Justin?
I think it should be enough. Yeah, I faced a couple of these bigger guys this year already, and I did really well in the super match format. Just stylistically, it doesn't seem to be too dangerous to me. Of course, the only thing which could be dangerous is his just power, because he might just be better than me at the same thing, because I would consider us being very similar. He might just be better in the same aspect, but I really doubt it.
Yeah, how do you
Well,
see your chances? Yeah, go ahead, Justin.
I was just gonna say it's one way to find out, though. But I take into consideration every match you've seen me in the last 4 or 5 years has been with somebody who outweighs you about 20 kilos.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you are
So,
from United States, so it's different.
you know what that means,
But,
Justin?
which I know what it means.
Yeah,
It's look, listen. It's North America versus the world. I've accepted that. It's what it is.
yeah. It's not East versus West. It is basically United States versus the world, and sometimes Canadians, like this event that we have two of them. They get involved, and two strong ones. And Mindaugas, I saw Justin competed at Moldova. There he lost against Irakli, but in the same event he beat Viorel Dobrin, who won the WAF Worlds last year, and this year he took second to Bojidar. And Bojidar just moved up to 85. If Bojidar would stay at 80, he was champion Viorel this year as well. Of course, we cannot judge that way, but I mean, Viorel is a top roller, and like, does it not concern you at all, or?
Well, of course, winning against Viral is a pretty good thing, pretty good achievement. But I think Viral at that time was not as great as he is now. And also, I think being a strong, like posting top roll, having a strong posting top roll is somehow very works well against Viral. But again, it didn't really work that well against Irakli, right? And I think I don't remember what was. Didn't I win that event on the right arm?
What's that?
Didn't I win that? Didn't I win that same Moldova event on the right arm?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. After Emil and Daniel killed each other.
Yeah. But
How long was it?
yeah,
How long was it? 5 minutes staple, maybe? Like many stars, many protests. You remember, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. And then you put a super match with him. He won 3-0. I think 3 months later, but you gave him a hell, you know, you were like incredible. I mean, even one of the matches, you hit him like more than 30 times, you know. I mean, yeah, you are very dangerous too. But I mean, what's your country name, guy's name, the 80 kilo puller?
say it again. Sorry, Engin.
The guy from your country, the 80 kilo puller.
Monarca.
Yeah,
Sharuna.
yeah, yeah. See, I kind of find similarity between his pull and Justin's, you know, the style. I kind of feel that, you know, he's also posting type of top roll, and then I remember he's beating you. So, like, does it not concern you, like, when somebody is very solid back pressure?
No, for
And,
sure it does concern me because it's one of the worst feelings when you lose your wrist and there's not much you can do afterwards.
Mhm.
But even in that like a nightmare scenario, I think that now I still have my much better flop wrist press
Oh,
somehow, you know, the one which I used to beat you, Engin. And also I beat the
you
Armenian
mean,
guy
you
for
mean, you
the,
mean, you mean, you mean, not the match that I beat you 10-0, right? Right and left.
not that one, not that one.
No, that, oh, you're talking about the one that I
November.
went down to 143s and
Yeah, the
40
more important one,
later
the more
when I
important one.
lost. Yeah, and then when
Yeah.
the first hit was a pin, okay, okay, I understand. Yeah, that one, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, when I look at them at my match with the Armenian guy just
Yeah,
a couple of weeks ago,
it was impressive. It was incredible. Yeah.
and I felt really very, very well as soon as I transitioned. You know, I was tired. I couldn't cup properly, but then as soon as I let it go, felt very solid. So
Yeah.
this worst case scenario, I think I still have another weapon to use
And then you will beat him with a dead wrist, you are saying. Yeah, but the
if it's needed.
Armenian you pull after you and Daniel killed each other.
Exactly. So I felt like I was damaged a little bit. Yeah.
Can I ask you something? After I was right there, when you top rolled Daniel, and then eventually when he beat you, did you let it go because like you could make it 30 seconds longer, but it was gonna make you even more tired for the rest of the event? Like, could you make it like a little bit longer if you wanted? Because it seemed like you're like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah. I
you know,
could
but
make it
it
a bit
still was
longer, but
very
I
long.
felt like okay, it's too much. It's not great. I would lose way too much if I kept going.
Oh, okay, okay. And then after that match, you pulled with the Armenian. I think he was second place at the Europeans, and he took your wrist, and you still beat him like this. I was like, wow, wow.
So I made many stupid mistakes in during that tournament, but I still felt like overall I felt good. I felt like it was fun to fight. Next time I will try to avoid the mistakes, and it should be better.
When I was in such an event with such participants, we already talked before. I talked with Daniel too. A bad draw can mess everything. You can be one-on-one, the best guy there, but with a bad draw, you could end up 10th place there. So that is what happened to you. What did you take, sixth or what?
Yeah, 16.
And you gave the hardest match to the Daniel there, and I am sure that you really messed up his plans for the rest of the event. Yeah. So Justin, what do you think about all this? That your Moldova event and your posting type of thing, and Mindaugas saying he can probably beat you with the dead race. How do you see all this?
I don't. I'm pretty sure he can't beat me without his hand. So you may as well lay it down. If I take your hand, you may as well lose. You know, just lay the match down, try again. Because I
So you
can't
see,
remember the last time I've lost when I've taken the person's hand. Yeah, I
so
can't
Probably the
remember.
guy needs to be heavier, right? He needs to be much heavier, right, Justin? You know, after
Me?
you take, I mean, someone to beat you with the dead wrist, the guy needs to be
Yeah,
heavyweight guy or something with a big mass behind
yeah,
it, the pressure.
yeah.
To
That
skinny guys
or
like this, to skinny guy like this. I mean, I don't think that
yeah,
there is, yeah.
you don't have enough arm. Your
to
joint's
me,
not going to help you when you're stretched out with no hand.
just shows Justin's inexperience. Like he doesn't really
Oh
realize how much more efficient this thing could be against his style.
no, it's definitely efficient. I'm just saying you're too small. You know, you need
Yeah.
to be a little bigger.
How
Now,
tall are you, Justin?
that Taller than you. No, I'm about 6 foot. You know, if I wear my boots, 6'1".
Okay, you might be taller than me. We might be similar.
Yeah, he's about 3
Yeah.
centimeters probably taller than you. Maybe one.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I noticed. You know, you're. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're gonna learn that some of the things you're assuming about me or about things I can or can't do are flawed. But you'll learn. You know, same way I learn and everybody else learns. Because I plan on not just beating you top rolling you. I'm gonna beat you in a hook too. Since you say I can't hook,
Ooh.
I'm gonna beat you both places. So
No, I think it's gonna be a match about power a lot because I'm saying that Justin is comfortable to me, but at the same time, I understand that I'm comfortable to Justin. So I think it's not
Yeah.
about tricks this time. It's really about power.
I'm very curious.
I think-
I'm very curious.
I think you know a lot's gonna be determined on you know which way the you know you decide to go as to which way I decide to go, and you know I think it's gonna be more of a chess match, but it's definitely gonna be who's stronger where, you know, all of that. I was talking to, I think it was Artem, and I told him personally I thought this was a little more difficult match for me than if I say I pulled Daniel, because with Daniel you know what to expect, you know. Like with me, most people think they know what to expect with me until they arm wrestle me, and then they're like, "Oh, I thought you was gonna do this, and it felt like you were gonna do this, but that's not what happened." So, you know, like when I watch Mindy pull, yeah, he's got a good, solid low hand. I think that's his money move. It's like not super committed low hand top row, but not posting top row. You know, it's kind of in between. And the thing about that move is you don't really know which direction I'm going, you know. But with him, 9 out of 10 times he goes the same direction, so I don't really have to worry. But you know, that move you can disguise different things you're doing. So it's harder. It's a harder move to read versus say somebody like Daniel, who you know they're going inside. You know, whether it be this, you know, coming across to get you, or whether he's going sideways to get more shoulder in his offense. But you know for sure he's coming inside. You know, but you know I think Mindaugas is where he's at because he's smart on the table and he's a good arm wrestler. So got to give him that. I just don't think he's quite big enough. But we'll see shortly.
Yeah.
Justin, can you do any low hand?
You haven't been doing your homework?
Because I just always see you posting hard. I haven't seen you low hand enough. I don't know.
Let me shoot you some videos.
Yeah, maybe
I've seen all your matches. I'm a fanboy now. I've seen all your matches. You haven't seen all mine yet?
Yeah, probably not all of them, but
they're out there.
No, I think I have seen enough. I think you can do a little bit, but it does. I never see you fully commit into his low hand somehow. And if you cannot do it, then it's good for me.
Which move you want to get beat with first?
Hook.
Okay. You going there with me, or are you gonna try to go out?
I'm going in with you. I'm going in with you.
Okay. We'll go there first. We'll just go there first. Get it out of the way. You know.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Just talk right before the event again. So then there will not be any misunderstanding. Oh, you told me this, but you didn't do this. So I mean, you go or not, you know, you don't need to commit anything because there's arm wrestling. But Justin, don't you find it interesting that Mindaugas already started to talk about this?
Yeah, he's scared, bro. You look, I see right through that. All right. I can't tell you how many times I flew to a guy's home state, arm wrestled in his backyard, and all barking the whole time leading up to the event. And I get there and there's no bark, you know, there's no bark until ready to go. And, and then a lot of times you see that real fear come out in their eyes. But every now and then you run up on a guy who's actually as good as he's talking, and then it's a good match and you talk about it for years to come. But I don't know if you're that guy, I see you talk. I've watched your last couple matches. You like to, have that conversation during the match, when you're winning. But when you're losing, you don't talk so much. The confidence kind of drops. So
Justin,
that's
look,
when you got to be the most confident. Go ahead.
so Justin, look, the event is gonna be amazing, right? Like so many big stars are coming. Your team from US is just amazing. Devon, Brzenk, and everyone else. How do you feel about, maybe they will do well. Meanwhile, you are just gonna be like -1 for Team US. Must be a bad feeling.
Yeah. It would suck if it turned out that way, wouldn't it? How many? So you got the whole country riding on your back, though, right? There's not another Lithuanian coming.
No, I'm the only one.
Yeah. Balls to the wall. Then you got to take it home, don't you?
Justin, I have a question for you.
All right.
Have you seen Corey Miller's match with Daniel Prokopchuk?
I did.
What did you think about that match?
I've been arm wrestling for like around 12 years, and I pulled Corey once left-handed in the first 2 years. I think it was the second year I had been arm wrestling, and I've yet to pull him again. I had pulled many people that have pulled both of us. I thought personally it was a bad stylistic matchup for him. I think Corey's an awesome arm wrestler, but at the end of the day, he's got one move. Not many adjustments. And if you can get any kind of good defensive spot on him, you're pretty much gonna milk him and beat him. I thought it was a bad stylistic matchup for him, and I thought personally he could swap some things. I don't think he swapped one thing. I think he got beat. Did they pull all 5? Was it 5 matches or 3? Whatever it was, he never swapped anything that I seen. He could have swapped some small stuff that you can't see, but I thought technically he did a poor job. He's one of many actually that are counting me out in this match that's from my own country. So I don't feel bad saying that, but he kind of, I don't know, he didn't look good in that one,
Okay,
and either that's just a bad stylistic matchup, or Daniel is really that good. And I think it's a little of both.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Normally Daniel is a hook puller, but with him, he went outside and even took his wrist and everything. So what I just tried to say that did you find that match like dominance from Daniel's side?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if Daniel,
yeah,
I would say if you don't take out your secondary move unless 2 things happen, or one of 2 things. Unless your ace in the whole move doesn't work, or you feel comfortable enough you don't even need that move. Either way, it doesn't look good on Corey, right? Either way, it looks dominant performance on Daniel's behalf. So I don't think Daniel.
What I wanted to ask you is that whenever I have seen Daniel trying to top roll Mindaugas only once. It was last year at European Championships, and Mindaugas almost flash pin him. Because normally Daniel tries inside, and Mindaugas takes his wrist. They have a war. So Prokopchuk is trying to improve his outside skill, and he was. I invited them to top 8 78 kilo event last year 2 times in March and in April. So after the event, after the second event, after pull, he pulled with Mindaugas and he was top rolling him. Probably he thought that he can do it. So in the event he tried and Mindaugas just beat him, but Prokopchuk was lucky that he got a foul. So the second start he tried hook again. So what I just tried to say that Daniel's performance, outside performance against Corey, and then when Daniel tries to go outside with Mindaugas, Mindaugas comfortably beats him. Does it give you any idea that this guy looks very skinny, but maybe generating much more than how he looks, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, listen, I've always been the skinny, small guy, right? So I, this is that's usually what I am. So I don't underestimate him, by any means. You don't beat the caliber of guys he's beaten without being a good, strong, fundamental arm wrestler, you know. But I think the advantages that I didn't have the last 3 or 4 years of arm wrestling, I'm gonna have in this match, which is why I'm not as worried about certain things that I normally would be worried about pulling in, a 200-pound class. And I understand these aren't European arm wrestlers that I'm arm wrestling at 200 pounds, but many of them have done well against other European arm wrestlers. And I don't do it just against the middleweight arm wrestlers. I do it against super heavyweights, as he does. I've seen him, especially in his home country. The smaller events, they're running through a lot of people. You don't do that unless you're strong and fundamentally sound. And you can tell he uses his leverage well. He uses his length well. I'm expecting a good match. What I'm hoping for is I just smash him and go home. That's what I'm hoping for. But I'm expecting a war, that I come out victorious in. But no, I've diagnosed all of his matches that I've seen on YouTube. I would say there's 2 things he does really well. Everything else is kind of middle of the pack. And those 2, you only need to do one thing really well to win, but can you make that move happen? I think he's got a plan B type of top roll. But you don't see him hooking everybody for a reason, right? And it's not necessarily because he can't hook, because he don't want to hook. Yeah. Same reason you don't see me hooking.
Yeah, he's becoming very well-rounded. I have seen him try and hook very well. I have seen him doing that dead wrist. His top roll is just like 9.5 out of 10, in my opinion. And Mindaugas, sorry for not giving you enough time to now.
Go on.
I want him to talk and give you some ideas, and then I want to ask you, like, what are you thinking about all this?
Same. Do you mean the same like Corey thing comparison, or what do you mean exactly? I mean,
No. Like, what did you think about all these things that we are talking? Do you have anything to say?
It was interesting. Justin's opinion about Corey, like clearly, it didn't look good for Corey, but and I agree that the matchup was stylistically probably difficult for Corey, because if he is not able to flash pin people, most likely he doesn't have that high-end power. And then Daniel was good enough to stop him, and then it looks pretty bad. And you never know, maybe Corey was pretty close. If he just had a bit more explosive power, sometimes it might work. But otherwise, Justin seems to be a good opponent. It's going to be interesting.
And
well, that's Phil.
Justin, I want to ask you, when you beat Giannis the once, I think, right, at the wild event that you won, am I correct?
Yeah, right-handed.
Yeah. And my question is, that was 165 pounds category?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So it was 165, and then the weight limit right now is 180. Like, what is the difference when you are 165 and 180? Like, how much difference, like, in your honest opinion, you know, like does it make so much difference for you? Because you are probably a tall guy, you know, not like 6 feet. It's just,
Yeah. I mean, 165, I probably was the top three biggest guy over here at that weight as far as, you know, heights and overall stature. So it was the time I pulled Giannis and made that weight, I was walking around about 180. And now I walk around about
190.
4 or 5 kilo. Yeah, about 4 or 5 kilos heavier. So it's definitely a difference, you know, in my older age. I mean, that was almost 10 years ago. So, you know, I'm in my 30s now. I'm just naturally a little bit bigger, you know, than I was. So if I made if I went to 65, I would need, you know, 4 or 5 months. And I don't know that I would want to do that because I've cut weight so many times for events like that in the past that I think it may have done damage to my body that I don't, you
No,
know, I
that's
don't.
not exactly what I am asking. What I am asking, how much stronger you are compared to your
I
165.
believe I think I'm definitely stronger, definitely smarter because had I been the same table IQ on that day, it wouldn't even have been a match the second time. You know, but Giannis being Giannis, especially I think Giannis was at the top of the mountain at that time. Pretty sure he won WAF like a couple months before
When
or
did you
after
pull him?
that.
When did you pull him?
The first time I pulled him, it was 2013.
Okay, and then next.
Um, 15.
Okay, you beat him in 215.
I beat him once,
No,
and
you beat him
I
in
beat him.
like 2015.
Now he ultimately ended up winning first, and I won second. But I beat him left-handed in 2015.
Okay, in
But right-handed,
2013 he beat you.
yeah, I beat him right-handed. Then he beat me in the finals. Well, they
Twice.
say he did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. So
Yeah,
you are saying that you are now stronger shape than when you face Giannis.
yeah. I mean, I was in great shape then. That was probably one of my best forms because I had a lot less going on in my life. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
had two
Family.
less kids. Yeah. But you know, as far as preparation goes, that was one of my top 5 events that I prepped for, you know, the best. But as far as overall strength, overall arm wrestler, I'm better. I'm a better arm wrestler now. Stronger and especially inside. So if I knew anything about what I know about pulling inside now, I'd have beat him in a hook that day. Because he basically just held on until I drained out, and then I was no good. And but you know, I was strong. My top row was so much better than his that day. And then every time after that I pulled him, for some reason I tried to contain his top roll and go sideways instead of just top rolling myself. And I'd get caught chasing him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
It sounds like Justin didn't really get stronger since when. That's what it sounds to me like somehow.
you better hope not.
I feel like I got so much stronger since a couple of years ago. So that also gives me confidence, you know, just a couple extra kilos.
And what's your weight right now?
Mine, 75 kilo just, but I'm cooking pancakes now, so maybe a couple more.
Okay, so you will be about 165, 167 pounds, 68. Yeah, like that. Yeah. I don't know. I think it will be a very hard day for you.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, you
You
both
know
are.
what? Let me
Yeah.
just tell you, like, if sometimes I find it difficult to come in a proper shape. Like, for example, sometimes I just feel a bit weak. Maybe didn't eat enough calories during the past couple of years, something like that. But if I do show up and everything works, then Justin has no chance, 0 chance. I just have to make sure that everything works.
No,
So my best shape will always be Justin.
oh, but listen. That didn't sound good. If so, if you lose, you're gonna say I'm not in good shape, and if you win, you're gonna say did I not tell you? I mean, come on, are you in
That's
good
exactly
shape
what he
or not?
just said.
No. Tell me, are you in your best shape or not?
My job is to come in at my best shape. If I fail to do that, of course, it's not an excuse. But I'm just saying that in my mind, to myself, I'm thinking, come on, let's be ready for Justin. Let's go 100%. So I'm just constantly reminding myself that let's not take it easy, and I will make sure to eat a lot of calories before this match.
Okay, because it sounded like if I am in my best shape, he has no chance, and then it means that if I lose, so it means that I'm not in my best shape. I mean, yeah. So it just felt like like
Oh, I know how it
preparing
sounds, but yeah,
some
sport
path to
is
excuse or something. What?
it's still a sport. It's a difficult thing. You can never be 100% sure, but
I mean, you can be at your best shape. Someone still can beat you.
not Justin.
I tell my guys, I say, you know what the difference between an excuse and a reason is? There's not one. They're both you still lost either way. But that's what it sounded like to me, was you already coming up with excuses. That's all right though, baby. I see it all the time. Especially when you pull the bigger guys like I do. They always, they don't ever want to pull you because they're not supposed to get beat. And then they always, as soon as you see them, how was the flight? Oh, it's terrible, man. I was cutting weight and, they lost my luggage and blah, blah. Anyway.
Yeah. And then he will probably say that he was heavier than me. I mean, you shouldn't accept the match.
Okay, no excuses, no excuses.
Okay. Now good. Thomas Kron Crooks. Thank you for your super chat. Hello, everyone. Are we already able to donate in order to receive arm wrestling table cover signed by athletes? Very soon, I will announce that. Very soon, my friend. It is a kind of costing more than what I was thinking, but soon I will get the prize and then I will decide if we can or not. Thomas Kronflux again, thank you for your super chat. I missed the t-shirt, so I need to get the cover. Yeah, we will come with some ideas. So I don't know if poster is, but poster will be what broken on the road when we ship. I don't know. Anyway, so let's see. I don't know. Very, very two guys, different personalities. One is easygoing, looking easy, but did you see his video that he made for you? That he's saying, you are like a good family guy and this and this, and then you will lose like something.
Yeah,
Did you?
come here, bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I seen that. It's
yeah.
like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You know what I mean? Just commit one way or the other. I know it's hard.
What do you mean?
Like commit to playing the villain or commit to being the nice guy.
I was simply committed to being realistic.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. He says that he respects you. He's playing mind games.
Which is true. I do respect you.
He prepares your mind. Oh, what a respectful guy! What a nice guy! Did, and then it's a shock. Shock like the way that Prunik did to Devon. When he said that like he wishes the best to that family. And did you see his video? And he said that he will end up as a lightweight. Hey, Justin, how do you see the team West?
I like our chances. I think we got some good matches. You know what I mean? Like, and the guys we have on there, everybody's got holes in their game, but I think some of the guys we have on there, the holes that they did have, they're fixing. Like for myself, I can say that. Dave, one of his downfalls was his gas tank. He seemed to have fixed it. Devin seems to be healed. John is John. I mean, I don't think he has any holes other than getting old. I like our chances, man. I think Adam. This is going to be a big test for Adam. I think you know, I've pulled with Adam before. He reminds me a lot of Devin, the way he can get stronger as the match goes.
Yeah. His
So
endurance, right? His endurance is very good, right?
yeah. And that's probably one of the matches I'm looking forward to seeing, because I wanted to pull Bozadar last year, I think it was, or the year before at Arm Wars.
Mhm.
And we set it up and everything, but COVID pretty much made it where it wouldn't happen. So I was interested. I think Tony ended up going to pull him instead of me.
No, they pull here, in my event, East versus West.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it
yeah, yeah.
wasn't long before that.
Okay, yeah.
But
Because one question for you, they're asking, what does it mean to you to bring the victory to USA? Is it important for you?
oh
They are
yeah, that's one of the top on my list because of
representing the
right now
country.
from representing my country and bringing back the victory would mean a lot because we haven't been doing that great, especially in the sub heavyweights, the lighter weights, and just to bring up lightweight arm wrestling back to where it used to be.
Mhm.
I can remember actually there wasn't an American ranked in 2013 until I beat Giannis and kind of put that back. We was back on there. I think I was number 5. I think it was were you doing the rankings then?
I don't
I
remember.
can't remember.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I ended up being number 5, and then Giannis was up there 1 or 2 or something like that. But after that, we kind of, because of the WAL stuff, we had Europeans coming over here, and and then our guys going over there. So we got a couple guys back on the list, but I haven't looked in a while, but I don't think we're on the list
So
anymore.
you
So
you you consider yourself as a patriotic person,
like a what kind of person?
like patriot.
Oh, patriotic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say I'm a patriotic person. I mean, if you don't appreciate the country you live in, I don't see
Mhm.
how you're going to appreciate anybody else's country.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost the same way when I compete, but when I organize, I need to be objective.
Yeah.
But when I'm competing, I'm the same way. So it is very very important for you to you know beat this skinny guy and then bring the
Yeah.
victory. Yeah. And you, Mindaugas, um, your nationalistic feelings strong for your country, Lithuania?
Somehow as far as I remember, I was always really not nationalistic, not patriotic too much. I guess I just didn't like how sometimes being too nationalistic can be used to control a person. Sometimes it's not for people are
Mm-hmm.
using it for a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same with religion, for example. Sometimes also it could be used for a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. But
That's why
you can do
sometimes.
it. You don't have to be one of them. You can do in a
Yeah,
in
but
a,
I'm
in a
afraid to be
pure
tricked.
feeling. In pure feelings, you can still be in love with your nation.
Yes, of course, and of course I am. Of course I
Yeah.
am.
Okay.
But
So
I'm just careful. I don't want to be tricked. I don't want to be.
no. I'm not talking about being a fascist or something. Just no. Yeah. Anyway, so
But at least
how
since I know that Justin cares about it, you know,
yeah.
that motivates me to give him that loss. So he
Okay.
doesn't feel that great afterwards.
Okay. So how do you see the chances of Team East? I guess you saw the guys, like you saw. Let's start like one by one. How do you see John Brzink Petrenko?
I think Petrenko wins.
Petrenko wins.
He showed some very good power lately and recently, and yeah, he's just.
Uh-huh.
I think he's just too strong for John.
I got
And
50 on John.
yeah, $50 betting on John.
Yeah. Mindaugas, what's up? Take that.
Sure, I can take it. Sure, no worries.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
All
you
right.
guys can bet, privately, because it is against
Okay.
my belief. It's against my belief, so I don't get involved. Because even if
Gotcha.
I have my match, super match, I tell Devon to not to put on the stakings, because I don't. Caroline Loomis, thank you for your super chat. Justin, Mindy sounds hurt. Drain him out, USA. They say.
Right. Yeah. Plan on you ever? Yeah. I'm just gonna suck the life right out of him, Devin Lorette style, right here. Just look at you. You ever
I
pin
have
yourself? Yeah, you have. I've seen you pin yourself a couple times. You're pretty good at it. It's all right.
I have to admit that, like, normally I'm really not taking anything personally. I don't get angry on any of my opponents. But here in this case, Justin touched one of the sensitive topics of mine. He was
What's
talking
that?
about my beard, yes.
Oh,
And
I would never think that it would be
Listen,
sensitive for
I
you.
knew. Hey,
it's a very sensitive
I
topic.
knew it. I could read it. I'm telling you. Patches over here. He gets, he gets in his panties in the water about his beard now.
And
More
there's nothing I
Patches.
can do. There's nothing I can do about it. So I will just be angry on Justin. I'll be Justin just to show my anger.
Okay, well, what are you gonna do once you take everything and look at Justin's face, if you can? What are you gonna tell him? Are you gonna remind him this?
I almost feel like because of this anger, maybe I should just kill him 3 times in a row with no games. I'm almost leaning in that direction.
Also,
We don't want to get too emotional.
Just to show that
we don't want to get you too emotional. I want you, if you get in that spot, I want you to, hey, my beard is beautiful, regardless what you think. Something like that.
I never
I'm
thought
gonna
that
bring
you
you
would
some
do.
beard balm. Help it
Could
grow.
could be useful.
Mindaugas, are you joking about the being sensitive about the beard, or you are serious now?
Partly
You can
serious,
hear it in
but
his voice, Egan. You can hear it in his voice. He's dead serious. Listen, if it makes you feel better, I'm a little sensitive about my hair because I'm getting old now and my hair is starting to recede a little bit. I don't like it.
Justin, what about you cutting your beard for the match so I feel less intimidated?
Thought about that. I actually thought about bringing the chin strap back, from when I first started, but that's too much work. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So I don't care. I just let it go.
Justin, do you think Mindaugas' hair is better than yours?
Yeah. Hey, I'll be the first guy to tell you if you got something better than mine. That's about the only thing he's got better than mine, but his hair is pretty.
Thank you.
Okay. How about Mindaugas? If you beat him, Justin shaves, and if Justin beats you,
it's not a problem for me.
Okay, let's see how confident you guys are.
Right.
Ooh. No,
Okay,
I could take it. Why not? Yeah.
But listen, if you don't shave, I will not invite you to East versus West again.
I would shave, no problem.
Promise?
So, but what about Justin?
Oh, I don't know.
You shave.
No, you shave your beard. You shave your beard if you lose, Justin.
Man. Yeah, that's been like 10 years since I've done that.
I mean, are you gonna lose?
You see, he's not confident.
I don't plan on it. No, I don't plan on losing.
Feels like he knows.
Listen.
No, listen. I'm thinking about.
Look more confident right now. Come on. Okay.
That was more words about
Justin knows. Like he knows what's up.
Hey, I'll go home and my kids won't even recognize me. I won't even get back in my house.
You just have to win, Justin.
Oh,
all right. Yeah. So you were talking about your head though. You're shaving your head, right?
I shave my head, yeah.
Okay, all right.
If I lose.
Yeah. Ooh.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
deal, because this is, listen,
Deal.
this is recorded, this is on social media, it is recorded. No U-turn from here.
Deal.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm asking you accept to shave your head if you lose,
I do.
Mindaugas.
I do.
You do.
If I lose,
And you
yes.
just in your beard?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh.
Look
Now
at
it's
him, look at him. He goes like this.
even more satisfaction.
Right.
Oh.
More motivation. I didn't need any more motivation.
Yeah. Okay. So another thing, let's go to the next one. Devon and Prudnik.
Devon.
And how do you see the matches going?
Prudnik cannot get inside properly.
And then outside, there's no way? Or sideway, no way?
No, or something might happen, but I don't think it's enough. So
To win 3 rounds.
yeah.
And do you think there is any way him to win without the strap?
For Devon to win?
No.
For Prudnik?
Prudnik without the strap. Because Devon usually depends on strap. But
I'm of course I'm not super confident about my choice, but I just feel like Devon still is gonna make it.
he's gonna
Like,
win.
of course I can see Prudnik, he might do well also. I don't know. If I had to guess, I choose Devon.
Oh, okay. So but you said you would bet on Petrenko John, but
Yeah,
would
Petrenko
you
John, I have much stronger opinion. Here, not so strong, but still a slight edge to Devon.
and how do you see Justin that much?
I mean, I would probably lean towards Devin slightly. I think it's really close. Prudnik and Hermes has probably been my favorite arm wrestlers for many years now. And Prudnik's one of the few people who can do everything extremely well. I would give him the power edge just a little, overall. But I'm with Mindy. I don't think he can get inside, and I don't think he can win 3 rounds outside. So
You give the edge to Devon.
And then again, yeah, the only thing that's got me on the fence at all is that Devin, if this was January, I would say Devin 60-40. But because it's, in 2 weeks, basically, and I know what Devin's been doing, it's not like he's been on the couch, but he's been training, sparring a lot. So I don't know, I feel like he would be in better shape to do it.
Maybe 52-48 or something.
Yeah, something like that. I if I had to put money on it, I'd put it on Devin, because he's just being the overall bigger human. But I think slightly better endurance, which what I think is going to come down to, who can go longer.
Mm-hmm.
But I also look at what Devin did with Todd Hutchins, and then what Todd Hutchins did with Prudnik, and it's a big difference.
Hard to predict, right? That anything can happen. The only problem is that here we are talking about 2 of the best arm wrestlers, about well-rounders, about table IQ, about technique, endurance. Okay, about endurance, Devon is like without competition, in my opinion, against anyone. If it goes to the endurance, I mean, if someone is much stronger like Levan, of course you cannot talk about endurance there. But if the match is any close, I don't see Devon is losing if the match is close. Because I mean, even if he loses 1 round, next round is getting harder and harder for his opponents. But I mean, like both of these guys, I mean, we know Devon that the open arm top row with pronation, but he can commit, even a shoulder pressure. He can do many other things, So it is very, very hard for me to predict, as you are saying that, yeah. Let's see how it will be. Let's see. And how do you guys see? How do you see Minerva's Dave Chaffee versus Hermes? I'm interested in your opinion on this one.
I say Dave Chaffee.
Dave Chaffee horsepower will be too much. You think?
Yeah, just like top roll wise, maybe it's the power will be quite equal, and then they will be a bit flat, and then they will go sideways, and then Hermes will be somehow out of position, and then. But again, not super sure. Just a
So
slight
you are
edge.
same as Devon match. Your opinion is same as not like Petrenko John match, but
No.
okay. And Justin,
I mean, I got Dave in that one. Unless I think if Hermes wins, it will be 3-0, and I think it'll be fairly quick. But I think the longer the match goes, and I normally don't say this, but the longer the match goes, the more it favors Dave, I think. Because I don't think Hermes has a big gas tank to begin with, and I don't think he's a very good inside puller at this level. You know, I'm sure he can beat most people in a hook, but I think with Dave's newfound moves and endurance, you know, that it's going to wave his way, I think. And Dave is so stupid strong in the center of the table.
yeah,
Like not many people are that strong. I think Levon, other than Levon, I don't know that there's, and maybe Lupke's as far as center of the table, flat, you know, control in the center.
I understand. Yeah. Avukat Cesur kardeşim benim. Böyle şeyleri sormayayım. Boş ver. Lütfen sen de bu şekilde yollama. Yenerim der şimdi. Boşu boşuna hiç girmeyelim oralara ya. Anyway, so I was gonna. Okay, let's go to the next one. Mindaugas, Morozov and Hermes left arm.
Morozov wins.
Morozov wins. And this is heavy opinion or a light one?
Yeah, this is a bit stronger opinion. Yeah.
Almost like John versus Petrenko opinion.
Yeah.
And
Morozov is left-handed, right? Left is his main weapon.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing Hermes too much on the left. I don't think his left is as good. I could be wrong. But
yeah,
so
not as good as his right, but still good, but not as good as his right, for sure.
So I would say Morozov. Yeah.
He said that he's gonna win 2 titles because that's interim titles match. You know, it will be against Dave Chaffee because Jerry is injured. I didn't know about that thing, you know, but they people warned me, so I thought that it would be the fair one. And how do you see that match? You follow Morozov?
Yeah, I think basically the same thing. I think, you know, his left, his main weapon, his stronger arm. I think he's going to win. Hermes might slide a win in there.
Were you
What?
surprised? Were you surprised when he beat Cody comfortably?
Kind of. But, you know, I know as much, you know, I love Cody. He has the power to be that guy, but he lacks the speed and the well-roundedness to be, you know, at the top of the hill like that. So I wasn't surprised. I picked Cody to win because I thought it was close. And if it stayed outside, I thought it would be close. But no, I don't think Hermes is going to win that one either.
Mm-hmm. And if we go quickly, Revas versus Morozov, Mindaugas.
Right hand?
Yeah.
Revas. Yeah. Revas is good, great. He's a big boy.
Revas is gonna topple Morozov, you think?
Yeah.
And
so.
how heavy this opinion?
Very, very strong opinion here.
Wow, it's interesting because Morozov beat Dave Chaffee. And if you believe Revas is gonna beat Morozov, then you probably seen Morozov somewhere very high. Maybe a possible opponent for Levan in the future?
You are talking about Lutidze, right? Not
Yeah.
Morozov.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do see that Lutidze could be very good, but maybe he has some motivation problems sometimes. Seems like if he wins hard enough, I'm sure he could be very good.
I understand. And you.
That's the same. That's the same guy that beat Michael Todd, right?
Yeah, but whenever he pulled Michael Todd, I mean, nothing to take away from Michael. He was great in that match as well. But from 2018 to 2022, Rivas didn't train for years. And then I offered him a match 2 months before the match. So he trained 2 months. I mean, technically, Michael, I mean, took his risk, everything, but he's because he has huge frame, and he still didn't give up. So his form is probably better than that match.
Yeah, and as much as I like Morozo, and I think he's one of those guys that's going to be top 2 or 3 for the next several years. The way he's going, um, I don't think he's going to win the right arm match
So you
because
think
the other guy. Yeah, I think if that's him off the couch with 2 months of training, can you? I mean, and now it's been what
See,
four or
he
five
had
months.
2 months before the May event. After that, he had another 2.5 months. People with Derek Smith, it was 4.5 months, and now he has 3.5 months more. So it will be about 8 months. He will be training for Morozov match.
Yeah. See, I don't, and a guy that massive, and and you can say Mike was on a downward slope or Mike didn't show up that day or whatever, but I don't really care. 2 months of training off the couch, and you're doing that with Mike. You're pretty legit in my book. And it's just such a massive guy. Yeah, I think he's going to take. I think all of this inside power is going to be too much.
Oh, he's a top roller.
Well, I mean, the way he's got this going with that,
I understand, yeah. Cesur kardeşim, benim o yenildiğim maçtan sonra ben onunla teke tek maç yaptım. 10-0 yendim. Sağla da 5-0, solda da 5-0. Anyway, so we go. You don't know some of these guys, probably, Justin, but if you know,
Yeah.
I want your prediction as well. But if you don't know, you don't have to give it. But Mindaugas for sure knows. And Daniel was 75 kilo at WAF, but probably on the competition day, right arm, he was already 78. And he said he will be about 82, 83 kilo against Samusha. And Samusha will be 85 kilo, Daniel 83 kilo. And Samusha is also, going inside. How do you see that match, Mindaugas? Your opinion is important.
I think Samusha should be able to win because now he had enough time to somehow bring his shape up. I think he should be strong enough to beat Daniel because as long as you are mainly like a hook puller, you are comfortable inside. That's the best technique to deal with Daniel, right? Just to go hook him because he has a lot of press power transferred into his hook, I guess. I think if
So
you do
talking
take
about
it,
Daniel or the Samusha? Huh?
now I'm about Daniel. Like Daniel,
Okay.
I would consider Daniel being mostly a press guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Not so much bicep. Yeah, you're right.
exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like Samusha being good in the bicep hook things, he should be able to like take Daniel out of position and then finish.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very interested that match. Do you know those guys? Do you know Samusha?
Yeah, I've been studying him a little bit since I've noticed they're pulling in his last match.
He also
I
pulled
pretty much.
Solini also pulled.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of with Mindaugas. I don't know that Daniel's quite big enough. Because
that is a disadvantage. Yeah. That's
yeah, I
what
mean,
that's why Mindaugas will also lose against you.
exactly.
That size doesn't matter.
At some point it does. At some point, if it didn't, you wouldn't have weight classes.
Yeah. I mean, I and Mindaugas, we had some super matches, and before that super match, we teased each other a lot. And from that time, we have the little going on. Normally, as an organizer, I don't do predictions of the match or something. And even again to you too, I don't have any prediction. I have opinions. It can go either way. If it can go either way. I say it because it can go either way. There is nothing. But if I think that one guy is gonna win, I don't say that. But I know that he doesn't get offended when I say that. He knows that I'm teasing you. You know, right? I'm teasing you.
Yeah, no worries, Engin.
Yeah.
And then you also know that if we pulled again, you would lose. So it's like it doesn't really matter. It's just
What's that?
no, nothing. Never
Okay.
mind.
What did you say, Justin? What did you say?
Nothing.
He
Let's
said
continue.
he'll smash you. He'll
It was
smash
like
you.
me. Come on. I beat him
Yeah,
like
that's what I
10-0.
heard.
10-0. I felt so sorry that, like I mean, I don't know. I was like, come on, it's not fair, like I shouldn't be that strong, I was like, I even hold him and bring him down to here. He went
Yeah,
and I brought him back, just yeah.
I
You
see.
were definitely better on that day. Yes.
Better? What better? What better is you mean like twice, it's like yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I
Yeah,
may
it's
come
good.
back,
Way
but
better.
small. Did you see that match? It was like this. Whenever I hit, where do you go? Was. But whenever I control, I was like this. I will tell you something, Mindaugas, while you are here. I don't even try to topple you. Whenever I just wait, you try to topple me, you lose your own risk. You realize that, right? Come on.
Could be the case. I don't
I
know.
mean, even when I was 65 kilo, I got so skinny. I still topple you. I mean, without my intention. You move, you do your move, you use your wrist. I mean, his wrist is, I mean, Justin,
It's like
so
butter.
weak, so
Just
weak, so weak. Yeah. I'm joking.
hey, I'll tell you this. Corey Miller had some high praise for you. Apparently, you got the message. I think he said he acted like he got the pull with at Worlds or something. Or IFA was it?
And what did he say?
Oh, he acted like I was gonna get my ass whooped. So
Ooh.
basically,
Wow.
yeah. But you know what's funny is he's never even arm wrestled me. So I don't know how just because he's weak, he assumes I'm weak. I guess I don't know.
Well, it's still a good sign for me, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I figured since Egan was ragging on you, I figured I'd give you a boost. That my countrymen are looking for you to win. So I need to get some Lithuanian friends. It looks like.
Justin, do you American lightweights have any kind of phobia against the European lightweights? When you go there, like, do you guys say like these guys are damn strong, or do you guys like? I mean, not all of you are the same, but do you have this psychology that like Travis always portrays? I mean, don't go there. Don't go there. I mean, if you are not a super heavyweight guy, just don't go there. Don't pull those guys with weird last names or something. Like, are you any intimidated, or you are like, I mean, like
No,
comfortable,
I mean,
confident?
yeah, I usually rest my confidence in my training and knowing what I have done. You know, um, I don't really build my confidence off false. You know, all my confidence comes from what I've done or what I'm doing, and then I judge. I look through a non-biased lens. If I have people to look at, like I've been looking at Mindaugas' matches and things, I don't tell myself, well, he doesn't do this well just to make myself feel better. You know what I mean? I go, okay, this man can arm wrestle here. Even when I pulled Ryan Bowen 2017, I kept telling people, I was like, this guy can arm wrestle. It's just a matter of if he's strong or not. Luckily, he wasn't anywhere near my strength at that time. But no, I mean, I know what European arm wrestlers can do. I've been over there a couple times. But then on the flip side, when they've came here, a lot of times it doesn't work out. So they can come here and win. Obviously, people can, as we can go over there and win. But if for example, the tournament I pulled in 2013 where I beat Giannis, I didn't know half the people there. So I just come in knowing what I'm going to do, the move I'm going to try to execute. So, it kind of helped me to not know who they were. you know. So no, I'm never intimidated by an opponent. Um, like, I mean, obviously, sometimes you can watch too much on a guy and intimidate yourself. Like, I don't know if I can beat this guy, and you let that thought lag around in the
Where
back
are
of
you
your
now?
mind.
Where are you now after watching all these videos? Where are you now? In what kind of psychology? I mean, you must be in somewhere good
Yeah,
to, bet on your beard.
right.
Yeah.
Now I feel good. I'm pretty sure he's got one and a half moves he's gonna try. If the ace in the hole doesn't work, I'm pretty much know where he's going, and it's not much different than the ace in the hole move. You can try this if you want to,
Mhm.
but I
But
I
just,
don't
just
recommend it.
how do you judge my power level? Like, how do you know if you are strong enough, for example?
It is hard to judge. That's one of the things I was saying. One of the reasons I brought up Ryan is because it was hard to judge because he had arm wrestled nobody that I had arm wrestled, or you would have to put 5 or 6 matches together to get anywhere close to what you think would be, his power level, so to speak. So it's hard to judge, but I can, like, you got enough stuff on there where you're lifting certain weights and certain matches. Like, I've pulled enough with Giannis and seen you and him go back and forth. What's hard, I will say, is hard to judge is the tournament styles because you don't know where in the tournament you arm wrestled or any of that stuff. So, but I would say that I would have to agree with your own assessment. I think you're a better super match puller than a tournament puller because you're a more defensive guy. Um, whereas that always plays to a better super match style than a tournament style. But as far as the overall technique, with stuff you can diagnose pretty accurately through a video, I don't think uh, I don't think you know any more than I do. So that gives me a lot of confidence.
Yeah, yeah. You can
Um,
ask the same question to yourself, Mindaugas. How do you know that you are stronger?
Um,
he doesn't.
And the question is, when have you been bald last time? When you bald?
I think at some point during my student years, I was too poor to go and get a haircut, so I had to just do it myself, and I kept it
Uh,
short.
that's ballsy.
But yeah, how do I know? Yeah, I just know that I'm constantly fighting some of these best guys in the world, like Daniel and Yanis and some other guys, or even some bigger guys. For example, Oleg Tudorian did very well during this
Yeah.
championship.
He
Number
took
two
what,
on both
second?
arms.
He took second
Yeah.
or?
Second on both arms, I think.
Okay, he took second in the 80 kilo, a class above you. And
Yeah,
then you beat him in a super match. Right arm barely, but you beat him. And left arm comfortably, you beat him.
yeah, exactly. So, and yeah, again, Nanestad was another guy this year. Tom Holland, one more guy. So basically, I just know that it's hard to be that much better than me at this weight, right? Which somehow it tells me that Justin, he
one of
might be equal to me, but he cannot. I don't think he can be that much stronger. So
There is one guy, Corey.
I was gonna say one of the matches that I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Whenever I say I'm against betting, I'm talking about money. Even this, not like if I lose, I shave my hair or something. These are to me the innocent thing. Is I don't call it like really gambling. Like it's just different to me. Different at least. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just.
I was just gonna say, one of those maybe two people that I could get a rough gauge, and I don't even like going off of what I'd call a rough gauge because it is rough and it's not accurate. But I pulled with Tom on the side table a few times at WAL events,
Tom Holland?
and yeah, and I've pulled with Ray quite a few times. I think I've seen you and Ray practice before. I've pulled with what's his name, Vlad. I've pulled with him on the side table before. Um, And then Nicholas, one guy that he's pulled RVJ. You pulled him, and he wasn't even able to crack RVJ's wrist at all. And I was able to top roll RVJ. So, and that's I feel like that's a different non-stead. I will say that because when RVJ pulled him, it was, I don't know, 18 or 19. And if I'm not mistaken, Nicholas has been on a little bit of a break prior to the match with you. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him in a while. I'll say that. So,
you beat Rob 1 round in your match.
Yeah,
You beat him first
I
round.
had him beaten. Yeah, I had him beaten the second round, and I got in a hurry, and screwed it up. But
still having a
one
win
of those,
against Rob, is impressive.
yeah. I mean, he hasn't lost. I'm trying to remember. I don't think he's lost a match against anybody in the league except Craig Choulier. Me and Craig are the only people that beat him. So, the only people that's beat me that they've lined me up with was Storm and RVJ.
Okay,
And
what was
Storm,
your weight? What was your weight when you pulled Rob?
I was probably 195.
195.
Yeah.
So you will be 180 here, but probably competition day you will be over 185, correct?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're
I
gonna
walk
weigh
around
in
about.
Friday morning, and then you're gonna pull Saturday evening. So yeah, if you cut some water and eat good, I think yeah. So and you were, what did you say? You were 195 when you pulled Rob?
Yeah. When I pulled RVJ. Yeah. I
Yeah.
normally, it's hard for me to get that big. I have to eat a lot and I have to meal prep a lot. And once I hit about 190, I start feeling fat. You know what I mean? So
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
start it's hard to tie my shoes kind of thing. Because I'm constantly eating all the time. So I don't like to I don't like to I don't mind cutting a little bit of weight because I've been fat a good while. So
Mindaugas, do you think that Nanestad is stronger than Justin, or do you think that there is a possibility that Justin could be as strong as Nanestad or even stronger?
So Nanestad, to me at least, I felt him to be very explosive, but as soon as he was stopped, the difference was big in power. So even if Justin is like a lot stronger in the static hold,
But he's not that explosive as Nanestad, you're saying.
yeah, exactly. So an explosivity, that's what I don't like. As long as people are a bit slower, not too overly explosive, then I'm gonna stop them.
And did you tell me that you had another super match 20 minutes before that match?
Yes, correct. So
You
I have
pull a
another.
super match, and then 20 minutes later you pull Nanestad.
Yep,
Yeah, okay.
and then it was fresh.
same arm.
Same arm, yeah.
Yeah, but your match was probably walking in the park one before, or maybe we shouldn't talk. We shouldn't talk. But
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. But I my guess, if it was so hard, I don't think that you could beat Nanestad. That's my guess. But just again, you don't need to say anything.
Okay.
That's interesting. Anyway, so it is good. It's good that you guys are Caroline Loomis again. Justin, who do you think would win with Jaggers and versus Derek Smith? Match just postponed.
That's a tough match. Right-handed,
I think
and I'd
right
have
hand.
to give the edge to. Yeah, I'd have to give the edge to Derek right now. I mean, I think both of those guys are on a high trajectory. The sky's the limit right now. I'd have to give it to Derek right now, especially he's probably got the experience advantage. If I'm not mistaken, he's taller, longer. Yeah, I think it'd be a pretty good match though.
Hmm.
For some reason we're not having many good heavyweight matches lately in America. They're all
Yeah,
international.
I mean, if you are world level guy, it is normal that the only match will be only in your country. I mean, it is just after a point, some unnecessary. We have one world, and if you think you are world level, that matches, not only American against each other. Of course, that needs to happen too.
Yeah.
It is normal that we bring so many countries to one place, and then they pull, and then we see who is really the best. But again, we say East versus West, but as you said at the beginning of the program, that it is basically like US versus world, and sometimes it's North America versus world. Of course, we have. This is the second time we're gonna have pullers from Brazil as well, but let's see. And the last things, I want to ask: how do you generally see the card? Do you find the card exciting enough?
It's
People said
amazing.
it's very good, but what's your opinion?
It's amazing.
Seriously,
It's gonna
yeah?
be such an honor to be part of it. I
It
cannot
is.
believe
It
it.
is. It is. It is also my honor to host you guys, all of you, and thank you for
Yeah.
accepting Mindaugas, and thank you accepting the
Thank you.
the offer, Justin. Yeah, I will be honored. Yeah.
It's my pleasure, brother. I think you could argue this is the best card put together that I've seen. I mean, as far as matches go, who's going to be there
I mean, look
between the
at the
special
card.
guests?
There is Devon Larat, there is John Berzing. I'm talking North America. Is Dave Chaffee, Matt Mask, Pauline, Justin Bishop, Cobra Rhodes, Adam Warzinski. I mean, wow, And then you have the
Yeah.
other guys in the card, not only against the Americans, but then you have uh, Hermes Gasparini, Evgeny Prudnik, Artem Morozov, Revaz Lutidze. You have Gamtenadze, Mindaugas, and Zurab. Haidar is many times world champion arm wrestler. Petrenko, you have, and Kalinishenko, Dizerano, Wagner Bortolata. Come on, it's good. It's good. I mean, I
Yeah.
hardly not to say my opinion about it, but it is good. Because
This is great.
if I say my opinion, it will not be humble. But sometimes I look at it that I'm organizing, and then sometimes I get out and then just look at it. If someone else was organizing, I would just say, "What the fuck? What's this?" Just seriously, I would just say that it is amazing to me from my point, and I will just sit there and watch you guys. And then every of this match, because do you know why it's so interesting for me? I am setting those match because it is so interesting to me that I'm setting those matches. You understand? Whenever I look
Yeah.
at it, yeah, because whenever I set them, I'm like, okay, who's gonna win there? So it is especially for me that it's the most interesting as well. Sometimes I didn't do so well job about setting these matches, but most of the times they are very good matches. Let's see how it will be, and I will be very happy to host you guys. Not so much left, right? Probably in 2 weeks.
Oh,
No, in 15
yeah.
days. 15 days, the matches are gonna happen. So
Yeah.
probably in what 12 days, 11, 12 days, I will see you guys. Yeah, and then
Yep.
then I will bring you. Don't worry about it. I will bring enough of razor and the hair machine. Yeah. Anyway,
Right.
so yeah, if you want to add anything, last word, you add it, and then we can close.
You go,
Yeah. I
Justin.
was just gonna say. I was just gonna say what basically what you said, man. An honor it is. I haven't been. I've been on a card with all kinds of superstars, but I can't remember the last time I was on a card with this many legends of the sport. It's probably been since 2013. So, with people on the card and the guests, like I'm a big fan of Gary. That's when you invited him, I think I'd done a backflip.
Mhm.
Because without that, I would never meet Gary. He doesn't arm wrestle anymore. He lives in Canada. Because I'm a big MMA fan. I've watched MMA since I was 5, 6 years old. So not
Mhm.
only arm wrestling, MMA. And I've never met Dennis or Levon, so I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm just grateful to be a part of it, brother. And I appreciate you and all of your efforts and all of your team. Appreciate Mindaugas for taking the match, and hope y'all stay safe till the time to do it.
yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
Let's have some fun.
Yep.
And it is
Anyway.
gonna be fun. It's because of a bet, it really makes it even better.
No,
What
somebody's
was it
gonna
again?
be hairless.
Oh,
I'm just
Harris.
saying that
Oh,
the bet, yeah, the bet is only motivating me even more.
yeah. Just save some fun for the press conference. You
Yeah.
don't want to look like, like that. I'm sure that the banter between Rudnick and Devon will be incredible at the press conference. I just can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be great. It will be great. We will have a lot of pictures, a lot of memories together, and let the better ones win. The competition. Thank you very very much, guys, and I thank to everyone who followed us and watched this program. And see you soon.
Appreciate it, brother. Y'all be safe.
Yeah, take care. Take care. Take care.